Welcome to another episode. My name is Jaime. And if you're new to the channel, I appreciate if you would smash that like button, hit that hype, and subscribe and all that jazz. Because, man, I just talk about random things all the time. Like, there's just a lot of crazy news going on. There's conspiracies that can connect to the damn news all the time just because it feels like they're, like, just telling you what they're going to do now. It's just like, the predictive programming isn't predictive programming anymore. It's just like, here's the game plan. But there's been a lot of crazy stuff going on. I don't even know where to start. Like, it's just so many things. Let's start with the Epstein files. They're finally out. Like, they let the fucking files out. Like, damn, the finals are out. And some people are scared of shit now. Some people were all, like, tripping, going all crazy. Even myself, like, I was like, look, you guys was, pushing the campaigns on the thing. And now the files are out. And some of the people that was talking all this shit and, pumping their chests out about the files, are a little scared now. A lot of people that were saying it's all bull crap. Some celebrities were out there threatening, like, legal action when people were just, when the list came out a long time ago. It just so happens to be that it is the list that we saw before, like all those names. And all these crazy things are coming out. But, like, a lot of Democrat people were getting donations from this man. Like, they even invited the guys to, like, some big Democrat dinner and wanted to get some donations from the guy. And people actually took money for the guy, like donations from him and stuff. And now they're out. It's out there and we can see. And, like, the stuff we heard about Bill Clinton and, like, the Prince and, like, all these other people. Like, it's, people are resigning and things like that. It's like, it's coming. It's out there. It's kind of good. It's kind of good. But for me, it was like some of this stuff was already out and it just got more confirmed, which was, I think, was pretty awesome about the whole thing. But some crazy stuff going on, like a judge just, texting with Epstein live time during in the courtroom. Like, are you allowed to do that in the courtroom? I didn't know you're allowed to do that kind of thing. And, like, she was being coached on the questions to ask somebody. That's wild. And then, like, they show screenshots of the text message. Like, look, it's like, what are you wearing? You look great. Like, wow, man. Is she in your age bracket? Like, I didn't, from what we heard, is that you was like the youngsters and stuff. But she could just text somebody, like it was just, you text this dude, a pedophile, an accused, guy accused of sex crimes, and just like ask this guy for advice. And then she, like, went to defend herself, saying, like, if you got to get information, like she was some big detective, like, we're going to go get the big fish. That's a big fish right there. You should have grabbed that one. And I just think that's kind of wild. Not only that, like, all the donations that everybody was talking about, like, this dude was just donating like crazy. And then he had this, like, crazy grudge, against our president right now. And I don't know why, like, maybe because he couldn't, maybe he didn't have the things he has on other people. And then people were talking about, the whole Bubba text thing going on with him and his brother. And some people were just having fun with that, like, seeing what that could mean. And his own brother said it was just like, them guys just talking shit in the text message. But we'll have to see what happens on that. I just think it's pretty wild. And then, can we all just admit, like, Jasmine Crockett is funny? Like, I just think she's really funny. Like, she seems, like, super angry all the time. She's, like just angry, like, mad as hell. Like, super mad at everybody. Like, just, I don't know. Like, she needs a hug. Like, somebody go give her, them people that come around in those videos, but they're just like, look, man, I had a bad day. Can I have a hug? Like, and a group hug. Like, somebody needs to go find her and do that if she doesn't beat you up. Like, maybe she'll beat you up. But she just seems like she's just mad. I mean, but it's like funny mad. Like, when the files came out, she, like, had her team come out and she was like, these guys took money from an Epstein. And then they were like, it wasn't the right Epstein. It was like a different Epstein. And at the moment of the donation, I guess that Epstein was already dead. And then she, she defends herself and says, like, but it wasn't Epstein, like I said. It wasn't Epstein.
On the people that
Listen, I never said that it was that Jeffrey Epstein.
And then, like, why do people, like, always say that she's fake hood? I don't know. Like, I don't know anything about her past. I have to look it up. But everybody kind of say, like the way she's, what is that, code switching. Like, that she's trying to be more hood, even though she had a different upbringing and stuff. And people are giving her a hard time about that. But she seems, like, super mad all the time. Like, just mad. Or, like, when she was, like, in that interview and says, just because you were arrested for a crime doesn't make you a criminal. That's funny to me. Like, it's like, I don't know how else to look at it, but that stuff is just funny. There's some crazy shit going on. Like Hakeem Jeffries, like, when he was out there making speeches before the files came out, like, what do you got to hide? And then the files came out and was like, hey, you asked for him for dinner and wanted some donations and stuff like that. And he's like, are we still talking about the files? Like, and now he's all flipping on the files.
We're going to continue to focus on the issues that matter for the American people.
People are flipping on the files. Other people that are coming out in the files, you know, you hear about other celebrities that like left our country and things like that. You know, maybe some more stuff will come out. We're about to see like all these. It was a bunch of bullcrap that came out though, man. It was like, I don't know. It was like stuff that we already knew. It was, to me, it was just stuff we already knew. But I really enjoyed though seeing everybody tiptoeing and, you know, flip-flopping and all these things like that, you know, and all the other news channels that are afraid to say bad things about our president because you just go and sue the network now. They're like, look, I didn't really say what you think I said, but just in case, you know, there's... And then it looks like the whole Democratic Party is just like turning on themselves on this big power struggle, like who's going to be the biggest candidate or the number one, you know, person to come out and on top for the next election. And it just looks like they're just all turning on each other. It just looks like it's all in turmoil in there. It's just a big mess. You know, it's a big mess. It's wild. I'm sure they'll get it cleaned up or they'll have a good script ready, you know, when it comes to, you know, the 2028 times and things like that. But it's just really wild. I also find it funny when everybody starts talking about these things and asking these other people that wanted the files that might be part of the files. They're all just like, oh, yeah, just worry about what the president has done. Just look what our president has done. Which brings me, like, it really upsets me all the time. Like, you just answer the question, you know, answer the damn question when they're asking, hey, man, did you take the money or not? You know, we already know, but we just want to hear you say it. You remember that shit when we was little? Like, I already know. I just got to hear you say it first. You know, shit like that. But which brings me to my next topic. But these things get me all upset. Like, it gets me all upset sometimes where I can't talk right. Like, I'll start slurring a little bit. Or I'll experience this thing, like what I call swear-drunkness. And not to be mistaken for drunk swearing. Those are two different things. These are two different things. Like drunk swearing, you know, you're drinking and you're like, you might say some things to people. And then like the next day, you're just like, what happened? I don't remember nothing. Hey, my bad. You know, and you're sitting there, my bad. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? That's like drunk swearing. But this is like a whole different animal. Like you get so mad with swear drunkenness, like you start doing these strange combinations of swears. They like make no sense, except they make sense to you. That's which the only thing that should matter at the time, anyways. Is that it matters to you during this swear drunkenness. But you have this whole plan designed when it comes to swear drunkenness. But when you're drunk swearing, there's no design whatsoever. There's just, you know, nothing. You don't know what's going on. But there's just two different animals. But that's what happens when you get so mad. And I've been experiencing these things all the time. I'm sure I'm not alone on this. You know, let me know in the comments if you experience, you know, swear drunkenness. Well, my name is Jaime, and this has been another episode of Ment Event News. Till next time, humans. See you.